You're successful, you're running your team, presenting on stage and taking your career to the next level. Yet somehow your clothes don't reflect the level of your success. This is a very common challenge I hear from many of my clients. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening and how to fix it so you not only feel confident and have a strong presence, but your image also represents the strong, authoritative woman that you are. Hi, my name is Basia Richard, and I help corporate professionals and entrepreneurs build wardrobes that reflect their authority, confidence, and career level. And to get you started, I have a free guide that will help you build a polished, put together work wardrobe without defaulting to black suits and gray dresses. So without further ado, let's do this. I hear the same stories from many of my clients. They come to me because they feel like their wardrobe doesn't reflect their level of expertise, authority, or how they want to be seen in a professional environment. And a lot of times we think that we have to, dress professionally, right? Meaning we don't want to be overdressed. We definitely don't want to be underdressed or send the wrong signals. But at the same time, we want to elevate our presence to dress in a way that, reflects our personality and helps us stand out from everyone else. But the problem is that most women don't know how to do it. So they reach for the same, safe, professional looks that make them feel like they are blending in day after day. So today, I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening and what to do to immediately elevate your image so you not only show up as a strong, authoritative woman that you already are, but your clothes reflect that too. So number one, you dress for approval, not your authority. And you want to fit in and not to stand out too much, but you also don't want to make mistakes. And that's why your clothes end up looking bland. Now, the first thing I always notice is that a lot of corporate clothes are very plain. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you a few examples so you can see what I'm talking about. So for instance, if you take this top with those pants, it's very traditional, very generic outfit, and it's extremely boring because both pieces styled together are very plain. The outfit looks very junior. Yes, it's professional, but it's generic and uninteresting. The reason is that we are mixing two very plain foundational pieces in one outfit. So there's nothing that really elevates it. That's why it feels kind of bland. What you want to do instead is slightly elevate the look by pairing one of those pieces, let's say the pants, with a top that has some texture, color, or print. That way the outfit feels less boring and generic and more interesting, branded and elevated. Now, if your outfit feels a little bit flat, it's most likely because you're mixing two plain pieces, and that's the reason it looks boring. Number two, you underestimate the visual language of leadership, which includes how to use color effectively. Now, if you go online and Google like a typical corporate outfit, you will mostly find neutral outfits, lots of black, beige, browns, grays, and navies. And I get it. These color combinations work well in situations where you need to appear professional, but often you actually have the freedom to wear clothes that are less strictly corporate. That's when, you might feel like you're blending in because you are wearing a lot of neutrals without adding anything to elevate your look. So even if you wear nice pieces, like a pleated skirt with like a beige top, like a beige suit, or like a neutral color dress, this palette can feel a little bit bland. That's why most of the time your outfit isn't really elevating your presence. So big question is, what should you do? First, you want to add color to your neutral palette. Now, for example, beige and pink mix really, really well. Also, gray and pink do too. You can also mix two colors from like the same palette, like burgundy and pink or navy and baby blue. This will make your outfit feel a little bit much, elevated, while still keeping it polished, put together, and professional for all your work situations. Number three, you worry about making mistakes, which is why your outfit often feel flat and blended, leaving them incomplete until you add the right finishing touches. A lot of times that's exactly what I see with my clients. They will wear a jacket pants, but they don't really add the small details that make the outfit feel elevated. Think of your outfit as like a base that needs finishing touches. Now, depending on an outfit, you could add like a scarf, earrings, or even fun shoes. This is exactly what one of my clients did for a conference. She selected a very simple top and pants, and to take the outfit to the next level, she styled it with a big printed scarf. That simple addition transformed a basic outfit into something elevated. One thing you can do, especially if you like to wear suits, is belt them on the outside. This instantly makes the look more elevated than what everyone else is wearing. Layered, delicate necklaces and earrings are always a great choice to like that femininity and make the outfit stand out. Now, another favorite trick to take something understated or slightly generic to the next level is to pair it with fun shoes. Something with an interesting design, print, or color to elevate the look so it doesn't feel bland or boring. Of course, the key is not to overdo it and to keep the overall look classy but also interesting. Number 4, your pieces are dated, and they can make your presence feel weaker and less elevated, which is why this next point is really, really important, okay? Now, your outfit is essentially dated. What does that mean? It means that the pieces that you have selected are not modern, not current, and not elevated enough. Some may have been in style maybe 10, 15 years ago. Now, I'm not talking about, obviously following trends, absolutely not. But you do need to understand what silhouettes, clothes, and overall pieces are modern today and how to use them to truly elevate your presence. The items I would definitely avoid include like long tunics with those big prints, sheath dresses above the knee with like the odd patterns, skinny dress pants, especially stretch ones, round toe flats, and low shaft ankle boots. Now, another item to skip is knee length or thigh high cardigans that function more as a butt covering pieces than anything else. So the big question is, what should you pick instead? So I always say classic silhouettes. Now, you cannot go wrong with pieces that are timeless yet modern. These silhouettes have been in fashion, I'm talking like 100 years ago, and they will still be in fashion 100 years from now. So I would choose like blouses, straight leg pants, classic blouses meaning like button-up blouses, well-structured blazers, classic coats, cardigans, A-line skirts. These pieces will live in your closet forever and elevate your image, and if styled correctly, will definitely position you as the leader you are. So lastly, I think this is probably the most important one. You're dressing for approval. You are worrying about being judged and being either overdressed or underdressed. Now, as a result, you are stuck in the same wardrobe from a few promotions ago because you are afraid to take a chance and show your personality. You hesitate to be a little brave with your clothes and constantly overthinking whether your outfit is, professional enough or sends the right signal. And many of the pieces I see in my clients' closets have been there for a really, really long time. They are not only dated, but also safe. They will get you by, but they will not, position you as a leader, someone who runs a team, gets on stage, or has a corner office. And building a brand and developing an image will position you as the authoritative woman you already are. Think of your wardrobe as, a tool to market yourself, to position yourself, and to communicate who you are. This is especially important if you are visible, you give presentations or getting on stage, and developing a distinctive image will do much of the heavy lifting for you and reflect the authority you have already earned. Now you know the reason your corporate clothes don't match your level of success. If you want to learn more, I have a free elevated work style guide, and I'm gonna link it in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.